Aisha's in the newsroom with some of those powerful examples of faith and hope.
Yeah, Ron, that's exactly right. So saved by hope and prayer. That's what a lot of people held on to yesterday. They will be clinging to that for quite some time. We are hearing from people in Alabama who survived. 11 Alive's Elwin Lopez talked to one man. He lost everything in less than a minute. Can you imagine your life being just ripped apart like that as other people start the long process to rebuild?
Hours after sunset, people still trying to pick up the pieces here in Lake County, clearing up debris and cutting down trees. As the sun sets, cleanup efforts continue. The tornado's aftermath, a reminder of deep loss and heartache.
We lost children, mothers, fathers, neighbors, and friends. To know Alabama is to know that we are a tight-knit community of people.
Trees snapped in half, others completely uprooted, and those still standing, bearing the remains of what was left in its path.
My aunt and uncle was right here. They soon passed, but my cousin Maggie lost her. She was there. The elders been passed naturally. Cousins back here, they made it okay. Cousins across the road, like I said, an in-law, they're gone.
Kervin Robertson survived by huddling behind his fridge.
We were in the backyard in a shed watching TV, and I took behind a refrigerator and just balled up. That's all I could do, and then crawled out there after. 35 to 45 seconds, it was over.
His neighborhood practically wiped out. Now, officials don't want to put a timetable on the recovery process, but it's clear from the aftermath here in Lake County that they still have a long way to go in terms of recovery.